Hey there YouTube, I have a really big update on my baby Savannah Monitor's cage. As you can see, he's in a water dish that is about almost as big as his old cage. Well, we ended up building him a new cage like I said we would. So I have his hot side with some basking platforms and a little hot hide. And I use wood chip kind of mulch type substrate over here, and then I used a dirt substrate on this side with a cool hide over here and that little tree hide I had before. I used tile for him to be able to get up and down his water dish, because if you look at it, it's a pretty tall water dish and he's not going to be able to get out of it yet. But basically it's 4 foot by 2.5 feet long, and I just use regular chicken wire on the top, and I cut a hole in the middle of it so I can have easy access to the inside of the cage. Now this cage offers him a lot more space to hide and roam around, and I feel like that will make him so he's not as shy and aggressive, and he'll calm down more, because in little cages and spaces they may feel threatened that you're near them. So with this wide open space, he might not feel as threatened. My last video I posted about his cage, you could see that when I approached him, he tried snapping at me, and now he's not doing anything. He's pretty chill right now. He's shedding. He's got that hibernation shed going on, where his colors were really dull, and now he's coming out a lot more, which is great. I just put this in here in my room maybe not even 15 minutes ago. So his cold side is a little cold, and his hot side's it's warming up pretty good with the 250 watt bulb. It's about 90 something degrees in there right now at this point. Yeah, I've been working a lot with this little guy, and I'm just gonna put him back right there for now because he's shedding, and I want him to, you know, be alright. The dirt's a little cold. He's probably going to do a little exploring, because I put him in there for about he's been in here about 5 minutes, and all he's done is been sitting in his water dish. Yeah, I took his old temperature gauge and I siliconed it to the wall, to the side of the cage. Yeah, this cage should last him a while. He can probably get, I don't know, this cage maybe when he's 2 foot at the most, and then I'll upgrade his cage then again to probably a 6 foot by 4 foot cage, and by then I'll have my own place. Right now I'm 17, I'm a junior in high school, so I don't have really much say what goes into my room or this house at this point. But my dad let me build this cage for him and put it in my room. It wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, this cage is maybe a little big for him right now, but I think it's just perfect for, I don't know, maybe a year or two down the road. He'll have this cage. It is a really nice setup. I like it. I'm going to put more substrate in it because it's not that thick. Underneath I put black garbage bags so it doesn't soak into the wood. So I gotta go to the store sometime and I'll buy more mulch for this side, and the dirt side I'm gonna go buy probably some Eco Earth and mix it in, because this is just regular dirt. I live on a farm, so this dirt comes straight from our gardening dirt and all that. No added pesticides or anything. It's just regular clean dirt, I guess. It's clean as dirt can get. Yeah, and his water dish may look a little deep for him, but that's why I have these two rocks there, so he can climb out of it and bask on that. He still has the same old heat lamps he had. Hopefully in the future, this cage does have a hole in it, so I can access it. I'm going to try to put a little door on it, so I can have more access to it. But he won't be able to get out through it, so that's all that really matters. But yeah, this cage is about as big as I could make for him at this point. But this is the new update on his cage. Again, these guys take a lot of work, and something like this will not fit him his whole life. I mean, it would be pushing it if it did, you know, because these lizards do get very big. All monitors do. And you need to take into account how they may feel, you know, like they might feel trapped and scared, because when he was in a little 20-gallon tank, he was always scared and skittish, you know, and always wanted to hide. This gives him a lot more room, so he doesn't have to feel trapped. I will be doing videos on taming techniques, and the most useful taming technique I could tell you is just socializing with your lizard. You know, getting it out of the cage, you know, petting him, getting him used to you. Because if he doesn't get used to you, it doesn't really matter. Here he is. You see how he's backed up in a corner? He does not like that. He was perfectly fine when he was in an open space. But now that I have him backed up into a corner, he probably feels trapped. So as you can see, he doesn't snap. He's just a little grumpy, and now he's fine. He knows it's me. These lizards do take a lot of work, so like I said, it may not be the pet for you. You know, you gotta take in a lot of consideration, and this cage just shows how much work it takes. You know, I spent a good 2-3 hours just setting it up. That's not even building it, you know, just putting the stuff in there, making sure it's heating up, getting the substrate right, making sure the humidity is okay. So, yeah, these guys do take a lot of work. You know, if you're taking advice from people, you know, make sure you have the right stuff to take care of these animals. You know, they need a water source that's big enough for them to swim, submerge themselves in. They need a hot side because they need the bask. But them having the name Savannah Monitor doesn't always mean they live in a desert. These guys actually like very moist, warm substrate. They don't like really, really dry, hot environments all the time. So that's why you have to include both of them. Now, I don't really have a desert side because the mulch and bark can get moist and humid, but it does dry out enough to where it could be used as a dry side. And the dirt can dry out, but this dirt will stay moist for the most part, and that's really good for humidity and in skin. And as you can see, his water dish is big enough for him to actually swim in. And if he does that all the time, he will get lots of exercise. So, yeah. This is just an update on my baby Savannah Monitor's cage. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment them. I'll get back to you. let me know what you guys want to see, or if you want to see any more. You know, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, because I will be coming out with more videos on how to take care of Savannah monitors. I also have a crested gecko that I am working on getting him a new setup, so I might do some if you guys want to see videos on him, just let me know. Yeah, I'm also planning on getting a tortoise soon. I don't know what kind of tortoise to get. You guys should honestly tell me what type of tortoise I should get, what type of tortoise, you know, maybe the best type of tortoise to get, because I'm really interested in tortoises, you know, expanding my collection of lizards, and I have plenty of room for them, so any type of tortoise will be good no matter what size they get. So yeah, this is it for the video. See you guys.